Welcome back, Warriors fans. Tonight is the season finale here for the Lima Warriors at home as they will host the Mid-Ohio Patriots with Players Football Association playoff seeding on the line. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Kev Nevick. I will be here to call all of the action for you on a cloudy Saturday evening here at Goodwin Field. It is also Hall of Fame night for the Lima Warriors, so be sure to stick around during halftime as we have an extended halftime presentation to inaugurate our newest members of the Warriors Hall of Fame. Warriors will be receiving the kickoff to get things started here in just a moment. As you can see, the Warriors donning their red jerseys courtesy of Trinity Trifecta. Mid-Ohio Patriots rocking an American flag styled blue with the white, and they've got red helmets on. Warriors looking to end the regular season off on a high note and secure playoff seeding for next week. And we will get a look at the Warriors offense first and foremost to begin things tonight. We've got Zamarion Allen back deep to return for Lima, along with number 14, Jason Thomas Jr. We are just about set for Players Football Association as Mid-Ohio's all set here. Number 14, Keith Wooten, set to get us started. That kick is up. It's a line drive headed for the sideline and will roll out of bounds. Flirted with a touchback there for a moment, but we see the official's flag come out, which should signal a penalty on the play, which means the Warriors would be starting with some good field position on this opening drive. Tonight's game brought to you by Wilson Football ACRTA. That's Allen County Regional Transit Authority, the official transportation of the Lima Warriors, as well as El Cazador North and Frickers of Lima. Of course, a big thank you to our photographer, Todd Sturgeon, as well as Ethan and Audacity Entertainment, here working the PA system and keeping the folks at Goodwin Field entertained in between breaks. Again, I am Kev Nevick bringing you this broadcast that is brought to you in part by Carnage Media Pay-Per-View, so generously lent us the equipment for tonight's broadcast. And here we go. Without further ado, folks, we are ready to get things started. As Ricky Nelson lined up at quarterback for the Warriors. He's got 4 wide receivers. It's going to be a play action. Ricky moving around a little bit, trying to make something happen with his feet. Fights off a tackler, gets back to at least the line of scrimmage. Not much more on that. Maybe a 1-yard gain for Ricky. Nelson, of course, a great athlete. He's had quite the season here with the Warriors. Started out as a receiver, has made a number of good plays on the receiving end of the passing game. A very agile athlete. About halfway through the season was handed the reins at quarterback and has made some incredible plays with his legs and arm. This time it will be Kevon Henry on the carry. Another player who's had some big moments for the Lima offense this season, and that carry keeps them ahead of schedule here now with a 3rd and short. As we see The Warriors come back to line. We've got number 88, Christian Clark, at the bottom of your screen. John Savoy in the slot. And we've got Twig Johnson and Zamarian Allen on the other side, lined up at receiver. It's going to be another handoff to Henry. He's going to cut back and secures the first down for Lima. Some good footwork there in the early going, with that one cutback being all he needed to secure the first down. So Warriors offense off to a great start tonight. As it looks like that's number 4, Porfirio Sutton, checking in for John Savoy at receiver. And it will be Sutton and Clark to the quarterback's right. We've got Allen and Johnson to the left again. This time, Nelson's going to roll to his right. Looks to be a designed run here. And that'll be good for about a yard, as the Patriots defense was ready for that one. The Warriors come to the line again. Similar formation this time. Looks like it's Sutton and Savoy on the short side, with Twig Johnson spread out wide. He's got Clark in the slot on his side. Now Nelson going to drop back. Going to dump this one to Henry, a little high for the running back, and it looks like this is going to potentially be a live ball. The Patriots doing their part to play till the whistle. And now we'll have to see what the officials say, as we have yet to see a signal. There we go. That is the touchdown signal. So that one ruled a lateral, and unfortunately for the Warriors, that will be a fumble recovery, a scoop and score for Mid-Ohio, as they will jump out to a 6-0 lead here. And after that, now the Patriots will get set for the point after. And the Warriors offense will need to rebound and get some points back on the board after this. Point after is up, and it is good. So with that, now the Mid-Ohio Patriots jump out to an early 7-0 lead, but the Warriors will get a chance to even the score here on this next drive. Warriors will again have Allen and Thomas Jr. back deep to return this one. Wooten's first kick went out of bounds. So we'll see if this one stays in play, if they have a different approach to this next kickoff. We are back underway here with a kick. Familiar location there. This one's going to stay in bounds, though, fielded by Allen. He's looking to make some moves here. And still yet to be brought down. Incredible effort by Allen on the return. Gets things to about the 31-yard line. And now the Warrior offense will need to recover quickly. If you're just joining us, Patriots got a touchdown on this opening drive, a defensive touchdown, as Ricky Nelson, while extending the play, looked to dump the ball off to the running back, Kevon Henry. It was a little high for the running back, and it was ruled a lateral, which then led to the scoop and score by the Patriots defense. So before that, the Warriors offense was looking good. So we'll see if they're able to shake this off and get back to what was working for them in that first drive. Got a couple of new players checked in for the Warriors. And this is going to be a handoff to one of them. That's Torian Lute with the carry. Be good for a few yards on that play. So we get our first look tonight at wide receiver number 15, A.J. Snyder. We've also got Sutton, number 4, checked back into the game. Twig Johnson out wide to the top of your screen over on the right side. John Savoy in the slot. As we mentioned, Sutton and Snyder on the short side of the field. It's going to be another handoff to Lute. Cut back, fighting forward, not brought down yet. About a 1-yard gain on that carry is going to bring up 3rd and 3. As we see Zamarian Allen checked into the game for the Warriors offense. Warriors sticking with this formation again on this play. Snap by Nelson's going to be another handoff. Lute looking for the first down, and he'll get it. Warriors have to be happy so far with that run game right up the middle. If they can do this all game, I'm sure Coach will be happy. As number 88, Christian Clark, checks in for the offense. Nelson surveys the field, takes a shotgun snap. Going to have to step up into the pocket, looking downfield. Might run this one, and he does. Lowered his shoulder for that first defender. But the rest of that Patriots defense got there quickly to keep that from turning into a big gain. It'll stand as a 6-yard gain for Nelson. So Warriors offense staying on schedule here. If it weren't for that one turnover, they have been only experiencing positive plays so far. Nelson takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Lute once again, making room up the middle, but the ball comes loose. Fumble recovered by John Savoy, which will hold that to about a 1-yard gain, and we'll have a 3rd and short coming up for Lima. At this place on the field, wouldn't be surprised if this is 4-down territory for the Warriors. Only needing 2 yards to move the sticks. Oh, maybe did they get an offsides there? Nelson's going to keep this one. Might be a free play. He's going to have to escape danger in the meantime. Throws this one downfield. Has a man. It's caught. John Savoy brought down inside the 10-yard line as the Warrior offense is primed to tie this game, as the penalty will be declined, of course, And now we'll see what the Warriors have dialed up here for a 1st and goal. Huge play by the Lima offense. Great work by number 13, Ricky Nelson, to escape the pressure and find his man, Savoy, running deep downfield. We'll see what happens here. He's in the shotgun looking to his right. That one will be incomplete. And that'll make it 2nd and goal for the Warriors. Another shotgun snap, this time handed off to Henry. He'll cut back, won't get much. Brought down around the 6-yard line. So big play coming up here on 3rd down. Lima needs a touchdown and the extra point to knot things back up in this one. 6 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. And we'll have a timeout, Lima. No, timeout, Mid-Ohio. So we've got our first timeout of the game with 5 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the 1st period. Lima knocking on the door to even up this 7-0 Patriots lead. Once again, we want to give a special thank you to all of our sponsors tonight, making this game possible. Wilson Footballs, Allen County Regional Transit Authority, El Cazador North and Frickers of Lima. Of course, our folks here, Todd Sturgeon Photography, taking all the action shots on the sideline. Ethan and Audacity Entertainment in the PA booth. And Carnage Media pay-per-view for providing this broadcast tonight. It's Hall of Fame night, so those of you just joining us, make sure you stick around for halftime. But now let's get to this big 3rd down for the Warriors. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Nelson looking to run this one to the right. Now he's going to throw it. Incomplete. He had John Savoy back there in the corner, as well as Zamari and Allen. So decision time for Lima as they have a 4th and goal on the 6. And it looks like the offense is going to stay out as Christian Clark checks in for Sutton. Let's see what the Warriors have in the playbook for this one. 4th and goal from the 6. We've got 3 receivers. To the right for Nelson, the left-handed quarterback takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Looking. Is he going to tuck and run this one? Oh, big hit from the defender. And that will end this drive. As Nelson able to get a yard or 2, but not enough to put points on the board. So with 5.5 minutes remaining, that we'll get our first look at the Patriots offense today, as they will take the field with a 7-point lead to defend. And we'll see what the Warriors defense can do. They've been opportunistic throughout the year, creating quite a few turnovers. Be on the lookout for number 2, Vino Smith. He's up to 7 or 8 interceptions for the season. Patriots come out in a shotgun with 2 running backs. They've got a receiver out there in the slot. Smith lines up in man coverage. They've got 1 safety creeping in. Looks like it's going to be a handoff. And gets a little more breathing room there with a nice 4 to 5 yard carry. That's number 12, Armand Mackey Sr. on the carry. So second down here, the Warriors going to want to keep this drive short and take advantage of a potentially good field position if they are able to shut this down for a 3 and out. Should have great field position to start this next drive. So for the Patriots, that first goal is just to get a first down, maybe 2. See what you've got from there. So there he takes a snap, dropping back, going to step up into the pocket here, throws that one deep. He's got a man, and that is caught. Might be all the way for that one. And that is a touchdown, Patriots, as they connect on the deep ball. That is a worst case scenario for the Warriors there, as that's a nearly 90-yard touchdown pass, as the Patriots completely flip the script on that one. Maybe taking advantage of that logic we were just talking about before the snap, maybe anticipating that Lima would expect them to play a little more conservatively, backed up deep into their own red zone. They've got a good opportunity, 2nd and medium. They decide to take the shot, and it pays off, as this is now a 13-point lead for the Patriots. Snap is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll make it 14-0 in favor of the Patriots, as the Warrior offense will look to finish this next drive and get things back in striking distance. Well, tough break there, Warriors fans, as the Patriots took advantage of the man coverage. Warriors bringing a little pressure, looking to stop the run, and Patriots quarterback number 8, Marcus Edwards, took advantage, going deep over the top for that long touchdown strike. And now it is time to see if the Warriors offense can respond. They were knocking on the door in that last drive. Got the ball all the way to the 6-yard line before the Patriots forced a turnover on downs on a big tackle to put an end to a scramble by quarterback number 13, Ricky Nelson. And now we are just about set to resume play with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. This one is fielded And he's got some blockers now looking to make something happen. Forced out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. That was Thomas Jr. on the return. So we'll see if there's any changes to the strategy on offense. It's been a heavy dose of runs up the middle, which have been effective. Of course, Lima had their own big play in the passing game in their last drive with Nelson hitting Savoy over the top on a free play. The hard count caused the Patriots to jump offside, and Nelson's scramble ability really drew the defense in, kept his eyes downfield, and heaved one for Savoy. And here we go. Going to be a handoff. No, it's a play action. Dumps it back to Lute. And that is caught. Be a short gain there on first down. That'll make it 2nd and long. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you spending part of your Saturday evening here with the Lima Warriors. If you want to make sure you are up to date on everything going on in the world of the Warriors, make sure you follow this Facebook page. And if you are watching in the future on Carnage Media, next time you're on Facebook, go ahead and give the Lima Warriors football page a follow to make sure you never miss an update. Warriors looking to fight back from a 2-score deficit. Nelson drops back, rolling to his left, looking. He's going to take off here. He's got some room to move and gets a big first down with his legs. We talked about that a little bit in the early going. Those are the kind of plays he provides, the former wide receiver. Always dangerous when the ball is in his hands. As we see Zamarian Allen checking out for the offense. We got A.J. Snyder in there. John Savoy, Twig Johnson, and Christian Clark are your other receivers. Torian Lute back there with Nelson as the running back. And it will be Lute right up the middle. Powers through for a nice run on first down. Keeping Lima on schedule with that one as Snyder checks in for Lute. And Kavon Henry in the game at running back now. Nelson takes a snap, rolling right, still looking downfield, going to try to cut back, but he will not be able to escape. And that'll be ruled a sack. I believe that is number 1, Ced Norvet, on the play for the Patriots defense. And that'll bring them back past the original line of scrimmage, which will make it 3rd and 11 for the Warriors, who need a big play here. They may be in 4-down territory on this one. Right there in no man's land. Not quite in field goal range. So I imagine if they get close to a first down on this one, we will likely see them go for it again. 4-receiver split. Henry in the backfield with Nelson. Nelson takes a snap, looking deep, gonna throw it down the sideline for Allen. That is incomplete. Number 17, Quinn Contley on coverage there for Mid-Ohio, which now makes it 4th and long for Lima. We'll see if they bring the punt team out for this one and try to pin the Patriots back, or if they are going for it. As of right now, it looks like they're going for it. And Lima's going to take a timeout and discuss their options here, as with 1 minute, 46 seconds remaining in the first period, the Warriors trail the Mid-Ohio Patriots 14-0. I mentioned before that you would want to follow the Lima Warriors Facebook page for any updates. This week, it'll be very important to do that, as the results of the games being played across the league today will determine the playoff seedings. So if you want to know when and where Lima will be playing next weekend, make sure you're following us here on Facebook. Looks like we may have the punt team coming out for Lima. So they're going to look to coffin corner this one and pin the Patriots back deep. Number 35, Drew Dameyer, back to punt. There's the snap. Gets that one away. Good looking punt. He touched it, so that will not be a touchback. Oh, a fumble. Oh, my goodness. That is a Lima Warriors touchdown on one of the strangest plays I have seen in some time, as a punt that likely could have been a touchback results in a fumble recovered by Lima in the end zone, and that'll make this 14-6. That was exactly what the Warriors needed to get some momentum back on their side, as it looks like they may be lining up for 2 points here. As the Warriors huddle up, it does indeed appear that they've got their offense ready, looking to add 2 points to this, cut it to a 6-point lead. Nelson and Henry in the backfield. He's got 4 receivers. Looking to his right, now going to roll out to his left. He's going to throw back across midfield, incomplete. Intended for Twig Johnson. And so that'll leave things for now at 14-6. As Lima makes this a 1-score game. Well, the Lima defense will be looking to keep this momentum rolling on their side, hoping for a quick 3-and-out or perhaps another turnover. Fumble recoveries have been the name of the game so far, as each team has scored a touchdown via fumble recovery. Of course, the Patriots added a second one on a near 90-yard touchdown pass. So the Warriors got to keep their head on a swivel here defensively. But a big break as a punt to a team with a 14-point lead now has turned into just an 8-point lead for Lima. So we'll see how things go as Dameyer's kicks a little short here. Is fielded off the bounce around the 30-yard line. And he is finally corralled at around the 32. 1 minute, 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Don't forget, folks, tonight is the Hall of Fame ceremony at halftime, so we'll have an extended halftime for the Hall of Fame presentation ceremony. Easy for me to say. As the Patriots break the huddle, quarterback Marcus Edwards surveys the field. He's going to have 3 receivers to his right. Number 80, Donnell Gates. And there has been a penalty on Lima. Looks like the 5-yard variety. It'll still be 1st and 10, but now right around the 37-yard line. Mid-Ohio in the shotgun. And that one gets blown dead before it can get started, as Edwards was looking for Mackey Sr. on the quick hit. But that is ruled a false start by the Patriots. So that'll push back. They will give the Warriors back those 5 yards, but now it will be 1st and 15. Slime actually comes out on top after that trade of penalties. Edwards in the shotgun, drop back, looking deep downfield. He's got plenty of time. Might be wanting to air one out. Coverage good so far. Rolling. And he will be... I can't tell if he got the ball out in time. I think it's going to be ruled an incomplete pass, as Edwards was near the sideline, and he was able to get rid of that one before he was pushed out. At least that's the word as of now, as our officials have huddled near that sideline. Number 41, Ethan Missamore. And number 45, Alex McCoy, over in that vicinity.
Here's the official timeout.
So ruled an incompletion. They are just straightening things out with the chain gang at the moment. Well, I guess not. I guess he was ruled out of bounds. So there we go. Backed him up there. My apologies. 2nd and very long for Mid-Ohio. Quarterback takes a snap, looking left, gonna throw. Oh my, what a play. 3 Warriors there in coverage, but Edwards drops a dime. And Donnell Gates was there with his hands ready as they get the big 1st down and then some. A huge pass play puts the Patriots at the 34 of Lima. Hey, that is something that this Warriors defense will need to make some adjustments for, because the deep pass game has been there so far in this first half for Mid-Ohio. They take the shotgun snap, blown dead. So we've got a false start here again. So with 12 seconds remaining, this will likely be the last play of the first half.
False start on the Patriots. It's still 1st down.
Patriots come to line with 4 wide, running back to the quarterback's right. Takes a snap. He's going to pitch it to the running back. He's got some space, looking to cut outside. Great play by Christian Clark on the outside. He can do some amazing things out there as a DB. Often makes an impact coming in off those corner blitzes and making tackles in space just like that. So a huge play from Christian Clark, and the Warriors defense will wrap up this first period as we head into the second with the Mid-Ohio Patriots holding on to an 8-point lead, looking to add to it with more as we flip sides here and get ready for the second period. Both teams about ready to resume play here as the officials appear to be explaining something to the Warrior defense. We'll go this time Edwards with two running backs there with him. Looks like he's in a short and shotgun, almost a pistol formation. Warriors have one safety back deep. There's a man in motion, going to be a handoff. He's going to look to turn the corner, and wrapped up quickly by number 41, Ethan Missamore. Looked like the carry there was number 26, Teddy Drafton. Warriors have Vino Smith and Thomas Jr., Jason Thomas Jr. back deep as safeties. Pats with two receivers to the right. Number 9, the man in motion. Takes the snap, looking right. Got some pressure now. He's got to step up. Pump fakes, fumbles. But that was ruled an incomplete pass. Which should bring us to fourth down. Now it's going to be 4th and about 11. And it looks like the Patriots are going to punt this one back to Lima. So huge opportunity for the Warrior offense. Everyone here at Goodwin Field probably on their toes after what happened during the last punt. Jason Thomas Jr. back deep to return for the Warriors. Just 1 minute into the second quarter. Warriors with plenty of time to knot things up before halftime. The Patriots will receive the kick to start the second half. Nearly blocked on the punt, as this one will not be touched near the goal line and will result in a touchback for Lima. So here come the Warriors offense, led by quarterback Ricky Nelson. They are hungry to get some more points on the board. Maybe knot this thing up. It's been a mixed bag for Lima. They've had a lot of success. Big pass play down the field, some healthy runs right up the middle. But a costly backwards lateral fumble and a big goal line stand by Mid-Ohio have kept the Warriors offense from putting any points on the board so far. We'll see if they're able to change that with this drive, as we now see Thomas Jr. lined up at wide receiver. Nelson takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff with a cutback lane there. Nice job on first down. That is Kayvon Henry on the carry. Warriors have to love the production coming out of the running back so far in this first half. I imagine if they continue to have that success with the athletic ability of Ricky Nelson, you can start using some play action to your advantage, maybe some read options. And here we go. As if on cue, it's a design quarterback run as they look to get some yards on the outside. And Nelson got close to a first down there. Looks like he'll be just a yard short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So big 3rd down here from Lima. Offense wants to keep this drive rolling. Savoy and Johnson to the quarterback's left. Clark and Thomas Jr. to the right. It's Torian Lute in the game at running back here, and it's going to be Nelson with a jet sprint out to the right side, but does not get the yard to gain. In fact, loses a few on that one. A loss of about 2 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down as the Lima punt team makes its way onto the field. So Drew Dameyer will be hoping to pin the Patriots back deep in their own territory. They've got Donnell Gates back deep to return. Warriors making some substitutions here, getting ready for this punt with 11 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Low snap is tough to handle, and that's a blocked punt. And either way, that's going to be Patriot ball just outside of the red zone. Now, we got a couple of Warriors signaling that it's their ball. And it is their ball. Oh, okay. So what must have happened there was a block kick recovered by the Patriots, who then fumbled after making that recovery. And now Lima gets a second shot at this. So a huge break for Lima. And if you're a Patriots fan, you're going to be nervous every time Lima comes out to punt going forward. We have conflicting signals here, so just waiting for the official word. Everybody up in the booth still wondering what the official ruling is. Based on what I saw, I thought that it was Patriots ball. But there was a lot of action, a bit of a scrum there near the sideline. So still unsure of exactly what happened there, but we do see the Patriots offense led by number 8, Marcus Edwards. And so there we go. We are now back at it. Warriors defense with a tall task here. They got to defend the red zone. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. Warriors need a big stop here to keep this at a one-score game. Patriots, for the first time, look like they might be lining up under center. In the power eye, it's going to be a handoff to number 36. He cuts back to the outside with a couple of stiff arms. What an impressive run from Daniel Broomfield. As the Patriots show a completely different wrinkle to their offense than what we've seen so far tonight. Lining up in the power eye, and Broomfield doing his best Mike Allstott impression on that one. They'll line it up again in that power eye. It's going to go right back to Broomfield. He looks like a tough man to bring down, but the Warriors corral him. There's a flag on the play. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. That's going to make this tough task that much more difficult, as the Patriots will be knocking on the door now. And that will also result in another first down. So they're going to have 1st and goal here once the officials mark this off. Should be half the distance to the goal. And the offense going to switch it up on Lima here and go back to the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking right, going to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Donnell Gates.
Touchdown, Patriots.
As the Patriots will add to the lead now. That'll make it 20-6 with the point after pending. As Keith Wooten and the rest of the Mid-Ohio special teams unit get ready. Alex Emmons on the hold for this kick. The Warriors will have 10 minutes to try to add some points and get this thing back into striking distance. Kick is up and no good. So the score will hold at 26 with 9:59 remaining in the first half. Well, Warrior offense now in need of a touchdown. As the Patriots offense has been pretty impressive so far tonight. Edwards and company have shown an ability to pick up yards in bunches through the air. And with some powerful runs by Daniel Broomfield, they are showing a nice balanced attack. Patriots set to kick. We got Thomas Jr. and John Savoy back deep to return. That's a line drive kick fielded by Christian Clark. Will his blockers have time to get set? He powers forward, plunging ahead at around the 40-yard line. So a good job. Samarion Allen coming into the game on offense. We've also got Twig Johnson, John Savoy in at receiver. Looks like it'll be Jason Thomas Jr. and Zamarion Allen at the bottom of your screen. Kevon Henry back in the game at running back. So Nelson surveys the field. Two safeties back deep for the Patriots. Nelson rolling left, but he's going to set and throw. He's got a man. And there it is for Zamarion Allen. Big play in the passing game for Lima. Exactly what they needed. As Allen's going to catch a breather after that one. A.J. Snyder checks into the game for him. Huge play for the Warriors offense. As just like that, they are threatening the red zone. Nine minutes left in the first half. Warriors got plenty of time to tighten things up before hitting the locker room. Nelson in the shotgun, drops back. That's going to be a draw. Some great moves there from Henry to avoid a big loss on that play. And we do have a flag on the play as well. So although that one I think was a net loss, still an impressive run from Henry. And it's not going to matter because there was a face mask on that play. Lima will get to march it off 15 yards, and that will be a new set of downs for the Warriors as well. As the officials just need to walk this one off. And we will see where Lima's going to start here. They are still going to have room for one more first down. Looks like the official spot of the ball is about the 13-yard line. So a couple of big breaks for Lima. One they created, one given to them via that face mask. Ricky fakes a run to the right. Going to throw this one. Ooh. Just out of reach of Thomas Jr. But that dynamic ability of Ricky Nelson with him being such a danger on the ground, you can see how that can create opportunities in the passing game. He's done a good job of keeping his eyes downfield. Made a couple of big throws so far in the first half. In fact, the Patriots have done a good job of containing Nelson in the running game. I think their commitment to doing that has helped him find some space down the field with his receivers. This will be a handoff and a big cut back up the middle from Henry. And that will be very close to a first down. And we appear to have an injured Patriot. Number 10, James Johnson getting looked at. He looks like he might be stretching out. Could be a cramp. That's what we'll be rooting for, of course. Never want to see any big injuries happen. We'll keep you posted on if we see him returning to the game. Looks like he's going to be able to walk off the field with some help from teammates and coaches. Appears to be an injury to the left leg. Unfortunately, he's not putting a lot of weight on it at this moment. Meantime, the Warriors huddling up here as they look to capitalize off this great field position and get this back to a one-score game. As the injured player has made it to the sideline, Johnson, and play will resume. Sutton and Snyder to the left at receiver, Christian Clark in the slot on the right, and Twig Johnson spread out wide to the right. This is a play action. Nelson's going to keep it. And he stays that direction, running to the right side, and gets enough for the first down, which is the important thing. That was a huge break with that field position off the penalty, getting the Warriors to a 1st and 10 outside of a goal line situation. Now they've got a fresh set of downs, getting to the line quickly under center here. And Nelson's going to keep this one, and he will be stopped short, I think. Stopped it around the 1-yard line. Like the decision there to try to get to the line quickly. Now it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 3. Drew Dameyer in the game at halfback. So Nelson goes in under center here. Looks to be a power play. And there's another pile near the goal line. No signal yet, so I think it's going to be 3rd and goal. We also have an injured player. This time it is a member of the Warriors. Looks like they've got an injured offensive lineman. I'm not able to see who it is yet, but we'll keep you posted. And as he is looked at, both teams actually huddling up near their sideline right now as there's a big 3rd down coming. Looks like the injured player, number 97, Ty Kuntz, but he's walking off. Oh, I apologize. I think I got that wrong. I think it's 67, actually, Alan Mullins. But good news is that he is walking off on his own accord. So hopefully we'll see him return. Only 6 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the first half. As we see the player they call Cake Mix holding his lower back after that play. So we'll see if he's able to return to action this evening. Savoy and Sutton checking out for Lima. AJ Snyder in the game, Christian Clark, Zamarian Allen in the huddle right now.
Here's be a timeout by the Patriots.
And the Patriots have called a timeout, so they're going to discuss this one further. So they've got coaches are on the field discussing things with their defense as the Warriors stay in the huddle. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight here for Lima Warriors football from Goodwin Field. We appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday evening, as it looks like Lima might be set up for a quarterback sneak formation. A little bit of trickery here, as now Nelson walks back out into the shotgun. Oh, no, that's a high snap. He's able to avoid the pressure, going to throw this one, and that is, oh, no! Incomplete, as the receiver's unable to hang on, as a nearly miraculous play there falls harmlessly to the ground, and that'll make it 4th and goal for the Warriors. Great job by Ricky Nelson to corral that high snap and avoid the sack. He put the ball up there, and unfortunately, Lima was unable to bring that one down. But 4th and goal from the 3, down 14 points. No surprise that Lima is going for it here on 4th. And Lima will take a timeout, though, to discuss it further. So while they discuss that, I would like to once again take this moment to say thank you very much to all of our sponsors. Wilson Football's Allen County Regional Transit Authority, the official transportation of the Lima Warriors. El Cazador North and Frickers of Lima. Trinity Trifecta, who provide the Limas with their excellent red jerseys that they are wearing tonight. Our on-the-field photographer, Todd Sturgeon, Ethan and Audacity Entertainment up in the booth running the PA system. And, of course, Carnage Media Pay-Per-View for providing the equipment for this broadcast. If you are a fan of boxing, kickboxing, MMA, or pro wrestling, be sure to check out the Carnage Media YouTube channel or carnagemediappv.com for all live events, as we've got pro boxing down in Kentucky for Nightmare Promotions coming up on July 25th. We also have a live event on August the 1st. And pro wrestling fans, you've got a lot of benchmark pro wrestling to catch up on. But in the meantime, folks, action is about ready to resume. Huge 4th down here. So let's lock back in as the Warriors in need of a touchdown to make this a 1-score game. Spreading the Patriots out wide with this formation. Nelson going to roll to his left. Will he get the corner? He does! Touchdown, Warriors! Ricky Nelson turns the corner for the touchdown run, and that's going to make it 20-12, as the Warriors will likely go for 2 again. And that was a huge play with 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Big, big play for this offense. And they will line up for 2 here. Sutton and Savoy to your left, Clark and Johnson to the right. Kevon Henry in the game at running back. Takes a snap, rolling left again. This time he's going to throw it, intercepted, and the Warriors will need to make sure this one doesn't go all the way back as they corral the defender. So PAT is no good. That will keep the score 20-12 as the Mid-Ohio Patriots will get set to take the field again on offense with 6 minutes, 26 seconds remaining, and the Warriors having cut the lead down to 1 score here. Don't forget, Warriors fans, today during halftime is our Hall of Fame ceremony, so be sure to stick with us for an extended halftime break. Ethan at Audacity Entertainment will be walking you through the ceremony. And, of course, I'll be back to bring you all of the second half action as we welcome a new member into the Warriors Hall of Fame. Of course, for any of you joining us just recently, this game has big playoff implications, as the seeding will be decided by the outcome of today's games. As Dameyer kicks this one, it will bounce just inside the 20. As now the return man cutting back. Could be trouble here for Lima, but they are able to bring him down just beyond the 30. So right around the 31, 32 yard line is where this next drive will start for Mid-Ohio. 6:14 now. So if the Warrior defense is equal to the task, they have the opportunity to get a quick stop against Mid-Ohio and potentially knot this thing up before heading into the locker room. Looks like there was a 5-yard penalty on Lima, so now we will start this drive at the 38-yard line. Receiver in motion now. There are 3 to the right side. Big pressure quickly. Edwards evades it. Now he's going to try to pick up some yards with his feet and almost gets the first down on that carry. And that'll get the Patriots to about the 46-yard line. As McCoy checking out for the Warrior defense. Edwards in the shotgun, going to send his running back into motion again with the empty set here. 5 receivers wide. Thomas Jr., the safety, back deep for the Warriors. Pressure coming. He's avoiding it so far and finds a soft spot right there in the Warrior defense. I tell you what, Ethan Missimore is getting off the ball very well on the edge for Lima. That's a couple plays in a row. He's been right in Edwards' face. But this time, Edwards able to extend the play and finds his receiver for a nice completion and a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Warriors' 40. Edwards takes snap, going to be a handoff up the middle. So I believe that was Drew Dameyer on the tackle. As Teddy Drafton with a nice carry there. We've seen a few different running backs for the Patriots tonight. That'll bring it up to 2nd and short, about 2 yards to go for this first down. It's going to be another handoff, this time to the left side. He's got room to run here as the ball comes out at the end of that run, but it goes harmlessly out of bounds. There is a flag on the play, and it looks like Drafton is down as well, although he hops up pretty quickly. And a hold on the Patriots is going to bring this one back. So that'll keep things at second down here. So we wait the official spot of the ball. It's going to be at the 32-yard line. So holding took place down the field, and at the result of the penalty, we're just going to essentially have the ball in the same position as we did for the last play. So here we go, 2nd and 2. Edwards in the shotgun, takes a snap. Looking downfield, going to throw that one deep. And a great play by the Lima defense. I believe that was Zamarian Allen getting a hand on that one. Thomas Jr. and Aaron Reed in coverage as well. So a great job by Lima there. They have had a tough time defending against this Patriots passing attack. They stepped up there, made a big play. Third and 2 with 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Lima needs to make the stop here if they want to keep this a one-score game with a chance at tying things up. Oh, and we will have some motion. That's ruled a false start. And in other promising news for Warriors fans, that was number 67, Alan Mullins, you saw pushing through the line. Which is a great sign. He has clearly recovered from that injury on the last drive. Well, despite the one official marking that one as a false start, the official ruling is an offside. So the end result is actually a 1st and 10 for Mid-Ohio. Tough spot there for the Warriors as this handoff's going to go back to the left side. And he'll get about 5 yards. That one is Daniel Broomfield on that carry. Patriots in the shotgun. Pressure again. Will he get him? Oh! Great play by the Lima defense. As that was Missamore and Enoch combining to make that play. And that'll make it 3rd down for the Patriots. Great job there by the Warrior defense. With 2.5 minutes remaining. A stop here on 3rd down might give them enough time for a 2-minute drill. We'll see how aggressive the Patriots are here. 3rd and about 13. They may be okay getting some yardage and settling for a field goal, but we'll see. Man in motion. Takes the snap, dropping back. Going to look to his right. Great catch there by number 5, Tyler Johnson. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. It will be 4th down as though Ty Johnson brought that one in. It was not enough to get a 1st down. It's going to be about 4th and 8. With 2 minutes left in the half, it does appear that the Patriots are going to go for the 3 points here. That would give them an 11-point lead. make this a 2-score game if they are able to connect on this. And at that rate, they would feel pretty confident that they'll be headed into the locker room with at least a 3-point lead. But we'll see, folks. The kicking game has been anything but automatic here tonight. It's been mainly on the punting side of things where we've seen the chaos, but we've seen Lima block field goals and extra points already this season, so they have the ability to get through there and turn this into another momentum swinging play on special teams. Also important to note, Wooten missed the last extra point attempt, so he is 1 for 2 on the day. Forgive me, 2 for 3 on the day. Vino Smith back in the Warriors end zone just in case this one comes up short. Wooten is set. Emmons ready with the hold. Snap, kick, good. And that one is good. They connect on the field goal. And that'll make it 23-12 in favor of the Mid-Ohio Patriots. With 1 minute and 53 seconds remaining, we'll see if the Warriors have a 2-minute drill in them here to get some more points on the board. Warriors will have Thomas Jr. and John Savoy back deep to return this kick. The return team will hope to set something up. Maybe start this quick drive with some short field. It's been a wild first half if you're just joining us. Each team has scored a touchdown on a fumble recovery. For the Patriots, it was on a lateral that was fumbled by the Warrior offense, led to a scoop and score. For Lima, it was actually a muffed punt return that was corralled in the end zone, and then a fumble was forced on the tackle, which Lima recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. Of course, each offense has added points on the board as well, as both quarterbacks have found success in the air. And the running back rooms for both teams have done solid work as well. So it's been a nice game so far. A little bit of everything going on. Unfortunately for Warriors fans, they are looking up at an 11-point deficit. And I'm not sure what the delay is here, folks. Bear with us. Minute 53 remaining. The Patriots were set. And Lima is huddled up over near their sideline. So I can only assume we will be back in play in just a matter of moments. But once again, with only 2 minutes left in the first half, don't forget to hit your in-home concession stand quickly for this one, or you can wait for after the Hall of Fame ceremony, as we will kick things off as soon as halftime begins with the Hall of Fame ceremony, and then after that, we'll have our standard 15-minute halftime. So if you're trying to plan out those kitchen breaks, that's the way to do it. So 2 more minutes of in-game action, and then we will kick right into the Hall of Fame ceremony, followed by our regular halftime break. And, of course, we'll be here to bring you all of the second half action from Goodwin Field. Brought to you by Wilson Football's ACRTA, the official transportation of the Lima Warriors, El Cazador North and Frickers of Lima, Todd Sturgeon Photography, Audacity Entertainment, and Carnage Media Pay-Per-View. As the Patriots are again set, just need the rest of the return team out here, and we will be back at it. Jay Hershey and John Savoy back deep to return. As we've got something set up there. John Savoy on the return. And folks, I can't lie to you there. The reason we weren't ready on the camera is I'm pretty sure Lima only had 10 men out there to return that kick, and yet the end result was the best kick return they've had today. So great work from John Savoy to pull that one out and get it right back to near midfield, which is exactly what Warriors fans would be looking for now with 1:45 remaining in the first half. Lima's got a real shot at putting some points on the board. Nelson in the shotgun with Lute to his left. We got Sutton and Allen, the bottom of your screen. Savoy and Johnson to the top of your screen. And play will resume. Takes a snap. Nelson rolling to his left. Got his eyes downfield. Ooh, has to shake a tackler. And this could be something. What a play. Ricky Nelson. Big gain on first down after what could have been about a 4 or 5 yard loss on the sack. Bounced off the big hit, making a play with his feet. And the clock is stopped with 94 seconds left in the first half. Second and short situation like this might be a good time for the Warriors to take a shot down the field. So Allen looks to do that right here, right now, looking deep to his right, and that one is intercepted. Intercepted by number 17, Quinn Contley, who brings that one back into Warrior territory, but it seems like we may have a flag on the play, so wait and see what the official result of this play is. A couple of Warriors signaling that they've got a first down, so they believe the flag is on Mid-Ohio, and based on the official walking this one off, it seems like they're in agreement. So the Warriors get bailed out big time on that one. They will now have it 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Still with an opportunity to cut into this lead before halftime. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining. Nelson again, rolling left, looking deep. Ooh! Big hit from Armand Mackey Sr. on the intended receiver, John Savoy. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Only about 9 seconds ticked away on that last play, so still plenty of time for Lima. Looking at 1:13. So they have 1 timeout remaining in the half as well to work with. We got Snyder and Savoy, the receivers to your left. Allen and Twig Johnson to the right. Nelson looking right, going to step up into the pocket. Maybe making a play with his feet here. And that'll stop the clock once again, this time with 1:05. Doesn't quite get the first down there, but a big gain nonetheless, as this is going to make the 3rd down much more manageable for Lima. Ball's on the 27. They need to get it to the 22. Torian Lute checked into the game at running back. As 3 receivers are to the left of Nelson. He's looking right. Going to throw this one up for Twig Johnson. Incomplete. The coverage was there for the Patriots. Now it's 4th and 5. 58 seconds left in the first half. Difficult decision here if you're Lima. Obviously, you want to cut into this lead. And if you're going to do that, you can't be too conservative, but you have to be aware with a minute remaining, or just under, you have to avoid a crucial mistake here. So we've got 3 receivers stacked again. This time it's Thomas Jr. out wide to the right, and we've got some motion on the line of scrimmage, and that is ruled a false start. So that will raise the difficulty of this big 4th down. I guess it's 3rd down. My apologies. Same formation as the last couple of plays. It looks to me, based on this formation, that they are overloading the left, have a ton of space to operate on the right, but the snap is botched. And luckily, Torian Lute falls on it. But now, with this 4th down and not quite 20, makes you wonder what the Warriors will do. As of right now, the clock's still ticking down to inside 30 seconds. So if Mid-Ohio doesn't deem it necessary to call timeout here, the Warriors may just get up to the line and take a shot at the end zone. That appears to be what they're doing. But Nelson's back deep enough. This might actually be a punt. Nope, he steps back. Going to take that shot. Heaves this one down the field. And that will be out of play. But that does run out the clock on this first half. And so as we get ready for halftime, the score is Mid-Ohio 23, the Lima Warriors 12. And as I mentioned before, please stay tuned as we have the Hall of Fame ceremony to get things started here at halftime, followed by our traditional 15-minute intermission, as we are honored to be adding more members to the Lima Warriors Hall of Fame. Again, today's broadcast brought to you by Wilson Footballs, Lima Frickers of Lima, El Cazador North, Allen County Regional Transit Authority, Audacity Entertainment, Todd Sturgeon Photography, and Carnage Media pay-per-view. Been an exciting first half. Thank you to all of you for joining us for it, but it looks like we are almost ready for this Hall of Fame ceremony. So I am going to kick things over to our PA announcer, Ethan, and I will be back shortly to get you guys geared up for the second half.
At this time, we will be honoring our Lima Warriors Hall of Fame recipients. We will be inducting a new member into our Hall of Fame as well today. At this time, we'd like to welcome all the Hall of Fame members here on the field: Keith Cowboy Enoch, Justin Juice Henderson, David Ladden, and Mike Macklin. Before we begin today's induction ceremony, we would like to take a moment to remember one of our Hall of Fame members, Nick Perez, who was inducted in 2011. Nick passed away on July 6th. He was a dedicated member of the Lima Warriors, playing with the organization until the age of 52. After his playing career, he devoted another decade to coaching, continuing to mentor and inspire the Warriors. Nick's passion, commitment, and love for this organization left a lasting impact on everyone who knew him. He will be deeply missed, but never forgotten. Now please join us in a moment of silence in memory of Nick Perez. Thank you. Coach Gordon dedicated 22 seasons to coaching football, including 11 seasons with the Lima Steelers Youth Football program. During 10 seasons as head coach, his teams captured 3 league championships. One of the most memorable accomplishments came in his final youth football season, where his team completed an undefeated, unscored-upon season. He retired from youth football in 2005. After retiring from the youth ranks, Coach Gordon and his son, Ben, entered semi-pro football with the Allen County Buckeyes, where he served as defensive coordinator. The following season, he accepted the head coaching position with the Delta Scout Knights. After a difficult inaugural season, Coach Gordon and many of his players found a new organization, the Ohio Outlaws. In the team's first season, the Outlaws finished 7-4, earned a playoff berth, and advanced to the first round of the postseason. Coach Gordon led the Outlaws for 3 seasons before the team was absorbed into the Lima Warriors. The newly assembled Warriors immediately found success, advancing to the national championship in Homestead, Florida, where they captured the title. During his first season with the Warriors, Coach Gordon served as special teams and defensive backs coach under Coach Richard Scott. The team finished with an outstanding 14-1 record and won the national championship. In his second season, he became the offensive line coach. In 2013 and in 2014, Coach Jordan served as the assistant head coach. He concluded his coaching career by spending his final 2 seasons as head coach of the Lima Warriors. Over the course of his career, Coach Jordan compiled an impressive 86-52 overall record as a head coach across youth and semi-professional football. Yet, if you ask him about his greatest accomplishment, he will tell you it was never about the wins and championships. Instead, it was the lifelong relationships built through hard work, dedication, teamwork, and a shared love of the game of football. Football has always been a family affair for Coach Jordan. His son Ben coached alongside him in the semi-professional ranks, and his younger son Corey began assisting the Ohio Outlaws at just 15 years old, continuing the family's passion for the game. Congratulations, Coach Jordan, and being inducted into the 2026 Lima Warriors Hall of Fame. Thank you, Coach Jordan, for all you've done for the Lima Warriors. Our game will continue in 14 minutes. Thank you.
15 minutes. We love you,
Welcome back, Warriors fans. We are about 2 minutes away from kicking off the second half of tonight's game. The Warriors currently trailing the Mid-Ohio Patriots by 11 points. It's been quite an intriguing first half for those of you just joining us. The Patriots drew first blood on a scoop and score off of a backwards lateral from Ricky Nelson to Kevon Henry. The Warriors had their own interesting touchdown as when they were punting in an attempt to coffin corner the Patriots, the ball was touched before going into the end zone, then recovered by the Patriots. The return man was tackled in the end zone, and before his knee came down, the ball came loose, recovered by the Warriors in the end zone. On the offensive side of the ball for the Patriots, it's been number 8, Marcus Edwards, who's been the key contributor. Naturally, at the quarterback position, he has found pay dirt on a near 90-yard touchdown pass. He's connected with his receivers down the field quite a few times, and they've also seen production from number 36, Daniel Broomfield, and number 26, Teddy Drafton, out of the backfield, their 2 running backs. When it comes to Lima's offense, it has been a more run-heavy game. So Kevon Henry and Torian Lute doing a good job with runs up the middle. Unfortunately, they've had some ball security problems, which have held them to only 12 points so far. Ricky Nelson made some plays with his arm, made a couple of plays with his feet as well, including a touchdown run. I think what has been really key for him in that first half was the Patriots know how dangerous he is with his feet, and he's been able to use that to his advantage, keeping his eyes down the field, connecting on some big pass plays. So the Warriors did begin the game by receiving the kick. So what we're going to have here is a kickoff to the Patriots when play resumes. So it'll be the Warriors defense called upon first to try to keep things right where they are. Currently an 11-point Patriots lead. And we'll see if that Lima offense can crack into that lead. Although I will mention the Warriors on 2 different occasions have begun games with onside kicks. So I would not be surprised to see them try that out here to start the second half. Special teams has been a game changer for Lima with the plays that they've made on the special teams side of the ball has really provided some key momentum shifts. So don't be surprised if they look for another one here. as we get ready to reset here in the second half, I want to once again thank our wonderful sponsors, starting with the man in the DJ booth, Audacity Entertainment. Shout out to Ethan, always doing a great job. He also was the voice you heard during the Hall of Fame ceremony. Of course, we have to thank Wilson Football's Allen County Regional Transit Authority, the official transportation of the Lima Warriors, El Cazador North, and Frickers of Lima. If you are hungry after the game and you're a local to the Lima area, you know where to go. Also, our man on the sideline snapping all the photos, Todd Sturgeon Photography. Special shout out to him. He does incredible work. Find him on Facebook and consider him for your next photo gig. And then, of course, Carnage Media Pay-Per-View for providing the equipment for tonight's broadcast. I am, of course, Kev Nevick. I'll be bringing you all the action tonight. If you happen to be a combat sports fan and you live in Ohio, you're going to want to follow Carnage Media. So we have some of the best regional combat sports action you can find, including branching out of the state occasionally, much like July 25th, where we will be in Kentucky for Nightmare Promotions, a night full of action-packed boxing. But football is the name of the game tonight, and we are almost set for an action-packed second half as playoff seedings are on the line, folks. So this is a very important game. And we'll see if the Warriors are able to bring this one back and earn a comeback victory. Kick is deep. Fielded at around the 25. Looks like he's got some room to work here. Cuts back, reverses Fields, and then decides to push forward to get an extra couple of yards there. Brought down at the 43, 44-yard line. So that is where we will start things off here in the second half with the Patriots looking to add to this 11-point lead. Lima hoping to hold them to a field goal at best, keep this one a two-score game. If I had notes for the Lima defense going into this second half, I would say they did some things well. Ethan Missimore and company getting some good pressure off the line there in the second quarter. Early in the first quarter, it felt like Edwards had a lot of time to look down the field and complete passes, so we'll see if additional adjustments were made, but they've also got these powerful runners in between the tackles, and look at that. As that was not how I expected that run to go. We've seen the powerful running from this Patriots team, but that time, Craig Horton brings that one all the way down. Incredible run there by the big fella, and that will set us up with a 1st and goal as Broomfield checks in the game at running back. Patriots in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Looks to cut back and is corralled. For a short loss on that play. The Warriors find themselves in a tough spot to start the second half. Teddy drafting a running back in the slot, and this will actually be a touch pass to the outside, and he cuts back in for a Patriots touchdown. That's going to make it 29-12 with the point after pending. I believe that touch pass was to Tez Johnson. It's a nice play call there from the Patriots. They have utilized both of their big running backs. Well, I guess they have three of them actually in these situations previously. So they spread it out. They put a running back in at the slot and then run the touch jet pass to a speedy receiver, and it was successful there. So we're set for the extra point. Snap is low, and that one is blocked, and it hits the crossbar. No good. So the score will hold at 29-12. So not the start that the Warriors wanted to this second half, but the good news is there's still 13 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So plenty of time for the men in red to mount a comeback. They're going to need to put some points on the board here in this quarter, though, to get things within striking distance. So we'll see what the game plan is. As I mentioned in the first half, the running game was probably the best facet of this offense. They did connect on some good passing plays, but time is their enemy right now. So we'll see how will that determine what they call from the sideline. Are we going to see a more pass-heavy approach? As Amarian Allen and John Savoy are back deep to return. Line drive, squib kick, fielded cleanly by Savoy. Blocker's trying to set up for him. And it looks like the ball came out at the end. I don't know. Patriots signal that they've got it. And the officials will signal that as well. So the bad breaks continue here to start the second half, as now the Patriots offense will come back out with the ball on the Warriors 39. Now we are getting into must-stop territory for the Warrior defense. As the Patriots lining up with three receivers to the left. And one man in motion now coming back over to the right. Edwards takes his snap, drops back. He's going to throw it deep for the end zone. Incomplete. Well covered by Zamarian Allen. But there is a flag on the play as well. That penalty is on the Patriots, and that'll make it 15 yards to get the first down. it'll be 1st and 15. As Edwards brings in the play. Teddy Drafton also checking into the game, as well as Ty Johnson at receiver. Vino Smith, the deep safety for the Warriors. Lima could sure use another pick from him, but instead it'll be a handoff, and man, that is a tough man to bring down. Once again, that is number 36, Daniel Broomfield on the carry. I mean, you see Broomfield and Drafton in that backfield. They are a couple of big guys who have been tough to bring down tonight. Right back to it this time, it is Drafton. Wrapped up for a short gain on that play. Looks like they've got a power formation here again with the shotgun element loading up heavy on the left. That's where the play will go. Warrior defense more up to the task this time. That was Cowboy Keith Enoch on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Warrior defense needs a turnover here. They've had some success in that regard, especially here in home games at Goodwin Field. As we've mentioned, number 2, Vino Smith, with a couple of those 7 or 8 interceptions taking place in his own red zone or even in the end zone. Shotgun, he's going to look to his left, going deep. And that one is good for a touchdown. As this one is getting a little out of reach. Hopefully not for Lima, but now it is 35-12. They're going to need to mount a comeback very quickly, as there has been no stopping this Patriot offense since the second half has resumed. Lining up for the extra point here. Kick is up, and it is good. So that'll make it 36-12 for the Patriots. Still technically a 3-score game, although Lima will need to convert on 3 2-point conversions to knot this thing back up. So first and foremost, they need to put together a drive, keep the ball from touching the turf. As you could hardly script a more unfortunate opening to this second half for Lima. Patriots start with the ball. One big handoff gets them into a 1st and goal situation. And after they punch that in for 6, the ensuing kickoff return was fumbled. And just a few plays later, the Patriots are back in the end zone. So here we go we've got Jason Thomas Jr. back deep to return. And the kick is handled now by Thomas Jr., waiting for his blockers to set up. Makes a few guys miss, still on his feet. Gets that one out to the 30-yard line. So not a bad return after the solid kick pinned them back deep. Had a little difficulty getting his hands on that bouncing football, but once he did, made a few guys miss, and now the Warrior offense will start us off here at the 31-yard line. Nelson, the quarterback, he's got Sutton and Allen to the right. He's going to hand this one off to Henry. Henry, the shifty running back, always good at creating space in tight lanes. Able to convert that into about a gain of 3.
Get over here.
We see again it is Sutton and Allen to the right. Twig, Johnson, John Savoy to the quarterback's left. Nelson in the shotgun. Going to be another handoff to Henry, who fights forward to make this a manageable third down for Lima. Patriots defense with 2 safeties back deep as Nelson starts to roll right, but that's blocked off. Going to throw to his left. Incomplete. Looked like there may have been a bit of a miscommunication there on that one, as Nelson trying to direct traffic as he moved towards the sideline. And that one ends up going out of bounds. So now we've got a big 4th down for the Warrior offense. No surprise to see them keep the punt team on the sideline here, as they need to get some points on the board to keep this one close. Play action. Nelson going to roll to his right and cuts back and will be brought down for a loss. So that'll be a turnover on downs. The Patriots are going to take over again with great field position. As Nelson tried to make a play with his feet, didn't have anybody downfield, and the Patriots, who have done a good job, you can tell that they are familiar with Nelson's game. They understand the kind of playmaking ability he has as a dual threat quarterback. They've showed up prepared to shut down the running factor in his game. And we have a timeout, Lima. As they're going to huddle up, discuss some things here. – 9 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the Warrior defense got to get a stop here. If you're just joining us, this is a bit of a back and forth game in the first half. Of course, the Patriots did jump out to an early lead on a scoop and score, but Lima clawed their way back, kept it close throughout the first half. And then that second half started, and it has been all Mid-Ohio since that first kickoff to start the third quarter. Warriors need a big stop here. Edwards evading pressure, looking deep. And that is intercepted by Vino Smith. A huge play. That is exactly what the Warriors needed at this point in the game. And surprise, surprise, it is Vino Smith coming up with the interception. So will this be the momentum changer that the Warriors need? They're going to have to go about 97 yards to pay dirt. But it's still a three-score game. Anything could happen. Nelson going to take this shotgun snap from his own end zone. Take snap. Play action. Does not give that to Henry, and that's not looking good. As the Patriots were all over that one, stopping him for a loss and almost getting a safety on that play. And now there's a flag to boot. And that is unsportsmanlike conduct on the Warriors. And that means it was half the distance to the goal. In case anybody missed it, the official just marked it off. It can't get much closer to the goal line. So as far as penalty yards go, not much to be lost on that one. That may have been the smallest penalty mark-off I have ever seen with my own two eyes. So here we go, second and long from the shadow of the goal line. Warriors with 4 receivers split. Nelson takes the snap, looking left. He's going to throw long. Intercepted by number 4. That is Kai Haley on the pick. But there is a flag on the play, so we'll see what the call is here. I see a pass interference motion, but I'm not sure what team that is on. And pass interference on the defense is what I'm seeing. So I believe it's still going to be Lima ball. So after the 15-yard penalty, the Warriors are going to have a little breathing room. Oh, forgive me, it's a spot foul, which drastically improves the field position for Lima. So they're going to have the ball at the 31-yard line with 8.5 minutes remaining in the third period. See if they can capitalize off of this break. And this is blown dead by the officials, as it appears There's a little bit of debate going on, as I believe that is Patriots head coach Mason Plumstead discussing it with the officials. Making his case for that not being pass interference. One of these days we'll have a replay crew for you, and I'll be able to take a second look and tell you. But as it stands, it's pass interference on the defense, and Lima is still alive, in dire need of a touchdown here to cut this lead to a 2-score deficit. And they're going to line up with 3 receivers to Nelson's strong side. And somebody moved early. I think that was probably a false start, but there was some motion on the line of scrimmage, but also looked like one of the receivers might have gotten a head start. So we'll see what the official word is. And it is a false start on the Warriors, so they're going to give some of that penalty yardage right back. Warriors with 3 receivers on the short side of the field. A.J. Snyder isolated out there to the right. It's going to be a handoff instead. And Torian Lute fights forward. Oh, forgive me. That was Henry. Kevon Henry on the carry. Not much doing on that one as Aaron Reed checks in the game for Christian Clark. Second and long play coming up. Clark and Allen. The quarterback's left. Savoy and Snyder to the right. Takes a shotgun snap. Looking to his left is Nelson. Going to fling that one out of reach for Henry. That'll make it 3rd and long. Third down with 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's been all Patriots so far this quarter. As Lima's offense has struggled to get anything going. It was a run-heavy approach in the first half, so with the 3-score deficit, I can understand why they're not as willing to continue to run it up the middle, but so far, not a lot going right in the passing game. We'll see what they've got here on 3rd and long. Nelson dropping back, going to roll back to the other side. Got to step up here, avoiding pressure. Still trying to make something happen. But that'll be a sack. They'll lose about 4 yards on that one. And that will bring out the Warrior punt team. It'll be number 80, Donnell Gates, back deep to return for the Patriots. As Drew Dameyer comes in, looking to pin the Patriots back as deeply as he can. Warriors punt team set now. Danmeyer gets this one away. It's a high kick, going to land right around midfield. Takes a Warrior bounce. And that will come to rest at the 46-yard line of Mid-Ohio, where they will take over with just under 6 minutes left in the third quarter. And the Warriors will once again need their defense to step up and make a big play. Unable to capitalize off the interception on the last drive. They'll be asked to do it again. The other challenge for the Lima defense has been that this Patriots run game includes 3 talented and powerful running backs that are just tailor-made for situations like this. But we won't need to worry about that, actually, as it is the Warrior offense staying on the field. Penalty on the Patriots makes this a 1st and 10, so another big break for Lima, keeping them alive here. Nelson takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Lute. A nice gain there for Torian Lute of about 4 yards. And that's what we saw a lot of in the first half. Those guys, Lute and Henry, making space in those running lanes up the middle, getting a good 3 to 4 yards per carry. That'll keep you on schedule. They're just going to need to mix in a big play or two as we are down to about 20 minutes of playing time left in this game. Back to Lute, and he's not able to make any magic happen on that one. That'll make it 3rd and 4. With it being 3rd and 4, assuming that there's no big loss on this play, I would imagine the Warriors are in 4-down territory. So we could see them go back to that run up the middle. They've got 3 receivers to the quarterback's left. That's Sutton, Johnson, and Clark from inside to out. Samari and Allen isolated to the right. Nelson looking left, doesn't throw the screen. Now he's going to have to make something happen. And there is a huge play from Christian Clark as he makes the catch, makes a man miss, and gets the 1st down. Nelson didn't like it initially, looking for that screen. But after evading a sack, he does find his man Clark, who then made an incredible move to get the extra yards needed to push that one across for a new set of downs. We've got 1st and 10 on the Warriors' 49-yard line. And a nice run there from Nelson as he pulled that one on the read option. Saw a helmet fly loose on that play. Luckily, nobody is injured. So now we've got a 2nd down and about 4 after that nice carry by Nelson. Sutton, the man out wide to the right. He's got Allen in the slot. On the left, we've got Johnson in the slot. Savoy out wide. There's the snap back to Lute. Great run by Torian Lute, starting to pick up some steam here as he gets another 1st down for Lima. That's what I was talking about before. In the first half, they did see some success with this type of run game. This looked like Torian Lute thought for a second about taking the next handoff with only one shoe. I admire the commitment. But Kevon Henry will sub in for him as he deals with that equipment issue, and the Patriots get right through on that one. 5 different defenders come in to bring down Nelson. I don't know if that is a sack or if that was a designed run, but we're going to go ahead and call it a sack on the play, and that'll make it second down and 15. Two minutes remaining in the third quarter. Lima looking to make this game a little bit closer, try to get within striking distance for a fourth quarter comeback. Nelson takes it out of the shotgun. He's looking to his right. That's where he'll go. And incomplete, as a safety got over there to provide some help in coverage on number 9, Twig Johnson. Warriors understand they need a big play here and there. You know, the Patriots are likely content to let them run it up the middle for 4 yards a pop, considering we've got about 16 and a half minutes of game remaining. Warriors unable to connect on that one, but it's the right idea to try to take a shot here and there. So they look to climb back into this one, going deep again down the right sideline, and that is incomplete. Patriots want a flag on that one. Quinn Contley with the deflection. Isaiah Dooley also there in coverage. And now it's going to be 3rd and long. See if the Warriors draw something up, maybe to go short underneath. They've gone deep the last couple of plays. I imagine. I thought that was 3rd down. Apologies. According to the chain gang, it's already 4th and long. So scratch everything I was about to say. Thought they might just try to get it closer for a more manageable 4th down, but that is not going to be an option. Savoy and Snyder to the quarterback's left. 3 receivers split wide to the right. Nelson looking over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Thomas Jr. And it will be Patriots ball at their own 41 as we have 93 seconds left in this third quarter. The Patriots holding on to the 36-12 lead that they acquired pretty early into this second half. It's a rough start for the Warriors in the third quarter. Things have evened out a little bit over the last few minutes, but those first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half were a bit of a steamroll there as the Patriots scored a very quick touchdown on offense, recovered a fumble on the ensuing kickoff, and put another one across the goal line right after that. Now they're looking deep, looking to add to this lead. That pass is completed to who else but Donnell Gates. He's had a huge game today as they just racked up another big game through the air on that one. Final seconds ticking away here, just under a minute. I think we'll have at least one more play as the Patriots are threatening again. Snap is high. Broomfield, Johnny on the spot there, but the Warriors do a good job of corralling him for a loss. And the Patriots avoid a big momentum swing potentially with that high snap. This should be the final play of the third if they get to the snap. And they will. Another high snap there. Oh. And incomplete with a flag on the play. I don't know. First thought is that might be considered intentional grounding, although I do see Ty Johnson in the vicinity. See what the call is here. With 3 seconds remaining in the third. And they are going to wave the flag. So it looks like they saw the same thing I did after a discussion. And the quarterback did have a receiver in the vicinity. So that will not be intentional grounding. No flag on the play at all. So here we go. Final play of the third period. And it's 3rd and 3 with 3 seconds remaining. So you don't see that every day. Snap taken, be a handoff up the middle. Broomfield cutting back. Doing some damage with that one, and that will take us into the fourth quarter. With the score still 36-12 in favor of the Patriots, as we will flip sides and get ready for the final 15 minutes of action. As we gear up for the fourth quarter here, folks, once again, just want to give a special shout out to all of our sponsors who make these home games at Goodwin Field possible. Thank you to Wilson Football, Allen County Regional Transit Authority, the official transportation of the Lima Warriors, El Cazador North, and Frickers of Lima, as well as Todd Sturgeon Photography, Ethan, and Audacity Entertainment. Please consider them for any DJing needs on future events that you might have. And, of course, our partners over at Carnage Media Pay-Per-View for providing tonight's broadcast equipment. I am Kev Nevitt calling all the action. Would love a follow on Facebook from those of you out here if you appreciate the work we're doing. But now we are back to work with the first play of the fourth quarter. Little pre-snap motion there on both sides of the line. We will see who the flag is on. Officials are going to have a little conference here to determine who moved first. Looks like that one ruled a false start. Now the chain gang is situated. We are ready to resume play. Snap a bit high. Edwards stepping up into the pocket. Going to throw this one deep. And that is a Patriots touchdown. Great job from Edwards to evade the pressure, stepped up into the pocket, kept it moving with his eyes downfield, and that was completed, I believe, to Gates again. So just a huge day for number 80. And that is going to open things up here. That's going to make it 42-12 as we await the extra point. And that one is up and good. So that's going to now make it 43-12 as we'll get set for the next kickoff and Lima's next opportunity to cut into this lead with 14:48 remaining. As they still have playoff games to consider, so they're going to still want to try to work on some things here on the offensive side of the ball. Try to end this game on a high note. Mount a comeback of sorts, although with the current 31-point deficit, it's hard to see a comeback victory at this point in the game. So here we go, 43-12. So we are still in the opening seconds of the fourth quarter here. The second half has been all Patriots. And it looks like there were some extracurriculars after that point after as our kickoffs lined up here at midfield. And the kick is deep. And that'll go back through the end zone for a touchback. So the Warriors will begin their next drive on the 20-yard line. Looking to cut into this lead and establish a little bit of momentum on the offensive side. Beautiful night here at Goodwin Field. Luckily, we avoided the rain that was threatening throughout most of the afternoon. Let's see if Lima opens up the playbook here a little bit. Really nothing to lose at this point in the game. Might be time to try some plays that aren't a part of the regular rotation. So we're making some substitutions here, and they are getting set. We got Sutton, Savoy, Clark, and Thomas Jr. at receiver. There'll be a handoff back to Torian Lute. Zamarian Allen checks into the game for Christian Clark. Special thank you to you right now watching this game with us here on the Lima Warriors Facebook page. We appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday evening. If you're not already following the Warriors on Facebook, make sure you do so you never miss an update. As Nelson takes a snap, quick hitter out to the right, and maybe we've got something going here. As Thomas Jr. makes the great catch and play, getting knocked out of bounds, although he does come up gingerly. Looks like it might have been an arm injury of sorts. Looks like it's that left arm giving him some problems here, so we'll keep an eye out. You hate to see it, especially after making a big play like that. Lima with 4 receivers. Nelson looking to his right, connects on that one to number 15, A.J. Snyder with the catch. And that will make it a 2nd and short. This is exactly what we want to see from the Warrior offense right now in this situation. Keep moving the chains. Quick hit to the left with the screen. But not much doing on that one as the Patriots were able to evade the block and corral Clark for a short gain at best. And that'll make it 3rd down. Number 17, Tavon Kennard checking into the game. We'll be lined up at the top of your screen. We've got Snyder and Savoy here on the left, Clark and Kennard up at the top of your screen. It'll be a quick hitter intended for Torian Lute, and that'll bring up 4th down. Fourth down coming here with 10.5 minutes left in the game. Patriots got off to a strong start in the second half and have not looked back. As Nelson takes a snap, he's going to roll to his right, looking downfield, going to have to step back, throws this one. And the officials will say that touched the ground first, intended for Torian Lute. He was right at the yard to gain as well. So that's a tough break as that one falls incomplete, and the Patriots will take over with a first down at the Warriors' 41-yard line. We'll see if the defense can force a turnover here, although I am expecting a heavy dose of those 3 bruising running backs that the Patriots have shown us. And we see one of them, that is number 26, Teddy Drafton, lined up next to Edwards. Man in motion. They're going to dump that one backwards, looking maybe at a double pass here as he still got his eyes down the field. Oh, fakes like he was going to heave one and then cuts it up the middle. What an athletic play. That was quite some pump fake. I mean, he put his whole body into that pump fake, did number 2, Tez Johnson. It looked like he was stepping back, rearing up to throw one deep, and then sucked in both defenders, makes a nice juke move up the middle, and picks up a good chunk of yards on the ground. As the Patriots get back to the line of scrimmage. And in motion to your left. Quarterback rolls that way. Edwards looking deep. He signals caught. He says he caught it. What do the officials say? Looks like that is another completion for the Patriots, as Marcus Edwards has had quite a day here at Goodwin Field. And this will be 1st and goal. Be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, as the Patriots look to salt this one away. In a pistol formation here. Takes a snap. It'll be a handoff. Fumble. Picked up by Lima. As we have an injured player, maybe 2 injured players on the field here. So we will take a moment. So we've got one Patriots player with no helmet. And then the Warrior who recovered the fumble is still down injured. So we're going to take a break here while both athletic staffs check on their respective players. And we will keep you updated as soon as we see what is going on down there on the field. It's number 56, Josh Schwartz for the Patriots, who is now up on his feet. Love to see that. Warriors player still being tended to. I believe it's number 35, Drew Dameyer. And he is being helped up. Looks like a right leg injury for Drew, as his teammates help him walk this off. So unfortunate end to what was a big play for Dameyer. We hope it's nothing too serious for him. As the Warriors will reset now with 1st and 10 on their own 21. We have 6.5 minutes remaining in this game. Warriors looking to end this game on a positive note, put some more points on the board, and get ready for the playoffs next week. So still plenty to play for. Looking deep. And that is caught. Ruled down. But that was caught by number 7, Greg McCrary. As those are exactly the kind of plays you want to see right now if you're a Warriors fan. Those will be the plays that they will need to advance in the playoffs next week. So a great job. Great job by McCrary there. He and Snyder are on the short side of your screen. You've got Clark and Allen to the top. Nelson rolling, going to throw. Incomplete, intended for Zamarian Allen. We've got 5.5 minutes remaining in this game. Warriors head to the line here for 2nd and 10. Torian Lute in the backfield with Nelson. I see number 2, Vino Smith, is checked in the game at receiver. He's lined up in the slot. Nelson rifling back. Nope, he's going to step up now and make a play with his feet. Got a blocker in front of him. And he pushes forward to right about the 30-yard line. And again, we see some of what makes Ricky Nelson such a dynamic dual threat under center. He makes a big play there. The Warriors offense keeps pushing forward, looking to score some points here in the final moments of our 4th quarter. Takes a snap, handoff to Lute. And Lute with some room to run. Big gain from Torian Lute. He's had a nice second half. Had a couple of good carries in the first half as well. Overall, a solid season from Torian Lute in this regular season. He and Henry have done good work, especially in between the tackles. They both have the speed and shiftiness to bust it outside, but their ability to create space in those running lanes has been nice to see, as Nelson now trying to create some space of his own, has to cut back, pump fakes, keeps it, throwing that one to the back of the end zone. And that was almost an incredible touchdown, as they were unable to bring that in. That was number 4, Sutton, the intended receiver. That one certainly would have made the end-of-year highlight reel. But as it stands, we have 2nd and 10. As we approach the 2-minute warning in this one, I want to again thank all of you for tuning in. Make sure you follow the Lima Warriors Facebook page so you can be updated as soon as we know who that first playoff matchup will be. Nelson takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Lute. And the Patriots were ready for that one. So that'll make it 3rd and long, as our next snap will likely be after the 2-minute warning. And there it is. So we have hit the 2-minute mark with your score 43-12 in favor of the Mid-Ohio Patriots. But the Warriors knocking on the door, looking to end this game on a positive note and put some points on the board for the second half. If you're just joining us here in the final moments of the game, I'll give you a bit of a recap. This one started off hot for Mid-Ohio as the Warriors were driving up until a lateral backward pass was incomplete, ruled a fumble that was recovered by the Patriots for a scoop and score. The Patriots would then put up an offensive touchdown on a deep ball from Marcus Edwards, who's had an incredible game at quarterback for the Patriots. Warriors got back into it on a muffed punt that resulted in a fumble in the Patriots' own end zone, recovered by Lima, which gave them their first touchdown of the night. Ricky Nelson also has a rushing touchdown. But once we got things started here in the second half, it has been all Mid-Ohio, with the exception of the last couple of drives for the Warriors. Their offense has looked a lot better here in the final moments of the fourth quarter. And they're hoping to end it on a high note here as Nelson ran out of room to run as the pocket collapsed around him. And Nelson somehow lost his helmet on that one, so glad to see that he's okay. But I think he's got I don't know if he's hurt or if he just has to come out for a play because he lost his helmet. Either way, we're going to see number 12, Juice Henderson, checked into the game at quarterback. As Lima will have one, maybe two plays left, and they take a timeout. So Warriors take a timeout with 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they will huddle up, and we'll see what play they call here. Obviously wanting to end this game with a touchdown. Since we have this timeout in the final minute, we will go ahead and give a special thank you to all of our sponsors. One last time, thank you again to Wilson Football, ACRTA, Allen County Regional Transit Authority, the official transportation of the Lima Warriors, El Cazador North and Frickers of Lima. And of course, big thank yous to our photographer, Todd Sturgeon, and Ethan and Audacity Entertainment opened the PA booth. And of course, Carnage Media Pay-Per-View, who has provided the equipment for tonight's broadcast. I have been Kevin Nevick. I will continue to be him, actually. But you can go ahead and follow me on Facebook as well. I would be so grateful if you did. Your play-by-play commentator here. Also do some MMA, boxing, kickboxing, and pro wrestling commentary. Also, the former play-by-play commentator of the Ohio Extreme right here in Lima, Major League Indoor Soccer. We appreciate all of you, especially for being here watching with us, especially here in these final moments. We're going on just over a 3-hour live stream here, so we greatly appreciate those of you who have been with us throughout today's game. Make sure you follow the Lima Warriors Facebook page so you can get updates on next week's playoff game. As Nelson looking to put one more on the board, and that'll be intercepted. And the Patriots almost took that one back to the house as he's brought down at the 40-yard line. And that will all but wrap things up here. As there are some players huddled there near midfield. I think we've got one more snap. 18 seconds left on the clock. So the Patriots just need to line up in victory formation. An unfortunate but fitting ending to the game right there. As this, like I said, the second half has been all Mid-Ohio. So they will line up for one last snap here, and we will close the books on the 2026 regular season. As the official has blown the whistle, this will be the last snap of the game. And the Patriots not content with the big lead that they have, going deep. And that'll be intercepted. That's Vino Smith once again. 2 picks for him on the night. And he'll bring that one back across midfield. And that will end our game. So a 2-pick game for Vino Smith. He continues to add to his total for the year. But this one is over, folks. The Mid-Ohio Patriots are victorious with a final score of 43-12. One last time, special thank you to Allen East for providing Goodwin Field, the home of the Lima Warriors. Thank you to Wilson Football's Allen County Regional Transit Authority, El Cazador North and Frickers of Lima, Todd Sturgeon Photography, Audacity Entertainment, Carnage Media, Pay-Per-View, and of course, you folks at home. Don't forget to follow us on the Lima Warriors Facebook page for more updates on everything in the world of the Warriors. I have been Kev Nevick. You have been incredible. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will catch you all next time.